Hey guys, welcome to Make It Dairy Free. I'm Larisha.
I am Andrew, and today's video is completely new from anything we normally do. I'm lying. There's gonna be a little bit of a taste test with a couple products that we have in front of us, literally like a couple. Other than that, we're gonna be talking about some new products that are either out on the market now or coming out on the market that we're excited about. And that we're at the expo. What's the official name of the expo?
So there was just the Natural Products Expo.
Natural Products Expo.
East. Because there is a West also.
Okay, there was a Natural Products East Expo or Expo East, one or the other.
Yes, we actually didn't go even though it is only about 30 minutes from our house.
Nope.
But our friends at VegNews and VegOut did go, and so we saw a bunch of the stuff that they shared, and so we thought that we would do a completely different video and yes, taste a few things, but also talk about some things that we saw that we're super excited about.
Yes, I think we have some other things in this video to talk about too, so this might be a long one or a short one. We're not really sure at this point.
It's like a live podcast type of
pretty much
deal.
A podcast you can watch.
Yes.
I guess it's just TV.
It's just us talking, really.
It's the same stuff you normally get.
And it's likely going to be long.
Yeah.
Because we can't do short videos.
That's just
Somebody
impossible.
actually commented on a video or two before and we're like, I loved your taste test and reviews, but I wish they were 10 to 15 minutes. And I literally just commented back and was like, we tried, that's just never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, we just can't do it.
I'm sorry. We like to give you information. We like to have fun. So we're just not the channel for 10, 15 minute videos.
Yeah.
We're the channel you turn on when you're knitting or cleaning or just laying back and chilling.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right.
What else? Did I say I was Andrew? I don't even know if I got that out yet.
Yeah, you said that.
All right, cool. Now you know my name twice.
Did you want to say anything else about yourself?
Yes, I'm pretty laid back, and my chill face is my happy face as well. So you'll never know what I'm thinking.
It's very accurate.
All right, cool. Right?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
What else you got?
Now let's taste some stuff.
All right, what are we doing first?
Okay, so we have. I almost fell off my seat.
Is that what happened?
I was trying to move my chair up and my foot like slipped, and so I was about to fall off.
All right.
All right, so our
okay.
friends at Good Planet have some brand new products, and they graciously sent us some without us having to ask. I don't know why that's important, but so they have plant-based cheese wedges. So I'm assuming this is like Baby Bell type of. Didn't they used to have like non-vegan ones?
Yeah. Honestly, I think a lot of people carry wedges. Baby Bell might be one of those more popular ones.
Yeah. So there's 3 different flavors. So it is original. You have a Gouda, a smoked Gouda, and then there is a pepper jack. So we just thought that we would open these up and give them a try. As far as allergens go in yours, I see coconut oil in this one and this one. You also have coconut?
Yeah, just coconut oil, not even any of the other popular ones that are off of the top 9 list. I don't see.
All right. It's really nice that it says on the front of it that it's gluten-free, lactose-free, vegan, soy-free, dairy-free, non-GMO. It does say allergen-free, but I think that that's just left up to whether or not people include coconut as a tree nut allergy. Here in the US, it is considered one, even though it's not a tree nut. All right, so should we start with original and then go, look how cute they are.
Yeah, why not? I was just excited to open one, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they're really cute.
We can try to start with whatever you want.
Whoa.
Are you collecting trash?
Oh yeah, I'll take it.
Cool.
All right. So we don't need to open 2, right?
I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, there's like a
Depends on how good it is, I guess.
It's like a red.
Maybe.
Are you supposed to pull it? I just jacked that all up.
It's pretty good. Still came out as a triangle.
A little triangle. All right. Here you go.
Are we tasting it with something?
Oh, I have crackers, but I didn't know
by
if
itself.
we needed it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll try it by itself.
All right, let's go. I never got like cheese wedges before, so I don't really know how to eat it. It kind of tastes like a solid form of cream cheese.
I was gonna say it tastes really creamy.
Yeah.
Right? Like when you bite into it.
I don't think Good Planet has cream cheese, but I think this would be a nice. If they made this spreadable, it would be a nice cream cheese.
I mean, it might be kind of spreadable. I'm gonna try to smash it on this cracker, but it's to the point that you can kind of like if you had a knife.
Yeah.
You can kind of go around it pretty good. I don't know if you guys can see that very well.
I know that you aren't like a high fan of their like shreds. You will eat it.
Yeah.
If we have it, but it's not the one that you go to go buy. But we both agree that their slices melt pretty much the best out of all the slices that we've tried so far.
Yeah, they got some pretty good melt on the slices for sure.
Yeah. So definitely, if you guys haven't tried those out, I like this.
This is pretty nice. It's really creamy, has a mild flavor. I'd almost say like very similar to like a mozzarella, but it has like the texture of cream cheese. So if mozzarella was in a cream cheese form, there you go.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm a fan. I like.
It's really good.
All right, let us try. This is the...
Good Planet took a risk sending this to us because they know we're really honest. So we could, this could go south for them very quickly.
All right, so this is the pepper jack one. Again, it's just the 6 triangles inside of a package.
I'm definitely putting this one on the cracker.
Ready?
Yeah. Well, I guess not. I guess since you already bit yours.
Oh, sorry.
No, I guess I'm not ready.
It tastes exactly like this to me, but it's spicy. In a good way. I like the pepper jack flavor. It is, we've had their pepper jack slices as well. I think it's a little bit more pepper jack flavor than their slices. Like a little bit more intense.
Oh, okay. You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Are you shaving it?
Oh, yeah. Why not?
Oh.
I mean, I know we're only taste testing a couple things, but...
I was crushing mine.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
I was looking for yours the whole time.
Oh, no, I ate it.
What happened to this one?
I feel bad. I don't know.
You feel bad for what?
I don't know. All right. And then lastly is Gouda. I'm a little bit more nervous about this. Gouda was my favorite cheese before going vegan.
Was it?
Yeah, I thought you knew that.
No, I had no idea.
It's not like we talk about favorite cheeses often.
No, exactly. It's like it's not like a first date conversation.
It smells
What's your favorite cheese?
Maybe that should be a conversation.
Maybe.
Because if you say you like blue cheese and I don't, and you want to have it all the time and it stinks, like...
I mean...
I don't know.
I guess that's questionable. Would you not date somebody because they like a different cheese than you do?
I think that's one of those like things that like your list is a little too intense. Like you're never gonna find happiness if you have type of cheese listed.
I'd be on like your what's those dating things? Give me
Tinder?
one. Tinder. Be on like your Tinder thing?
I think they have a vegan one now.
A vegan Tinder?
Well, it's not Tinder, but it's like a vegan dating app.
Make sure you list your cheese on that app.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Like I like long walks on the beach and Gouda cheese.
And Gouda cheese.
What do you think?
I don't know. I was too busy chit-chatting. It just kind of went down. I forgot. But it must have been pretty good. Mm-hmm. I didn't even notice it. Very little bit of smoke to it.
It's a hint of Gouda, but I like it. These would make great travel. I always compare things if I think it would be a great travel snack.
You're a travel fiend.
I miss travel.
You're a travel fiend.
But yeah, I think that they would make good snacks for that.
Yeah.
Or like lunch boxes for kids. Or I guess your spouse or yourself if you pack a lunchbox.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I'm a fan of them.
Me too. I like these a lot. Thank you for sending it to us.
And I think it's cool. I think it's cool for
Good
them.
Planet.
I don't think I've seen this by any other vegan brand to have a wedge. So kudos to them for creating something that's not out there.
I think there's others that have wheels.
Wheels, yes.
Like wheels of like mozzarella or something like that, but I don't know if they have like the particular little guys.
Yes. All right, let's move this out of the way.
You might be right. You might be onto something there.
Onto something. All right. This, my friends, is Violife's new Coco spread. We've seen this for about a month, but it was at the Natural Products Expo. I actually found this and purchased it myself because I was like, ooh, chocolate spread. Like,
okay.
And by Violife, I want to try that.
Yeah.
So this on the front of the cover says it's free from dairy, soy, gluten, lactose, nuts, and preservatives. As far as the ingredients, it does have coconut oil inside of it.
Before we move on, can I say something here?
About Good Planet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of an aftertaste that I'm having that I don't enjoy. I don't know what it is, but it's not like bad or horrid. It's just kind of like there. But I don't know what it is. So I just wanted to throw it out there. If you're an aftertaste kind of person, it has a tad bit of an aftertaste, but I think I like what would this be called? The before taste? I think I like the before taste better, like a good enough that I would deal with the after.
Yeah. All right, let's try.
We'll see how I feel.
Let's try this. I got you a pretzel
later
too.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So we just have pretzel rods.
We like Violife a lot too. And I kind of just realized that it said Violife had their little distribution place in New Jersey here on the side.
Yeah, it's an Upfield brand, which is the same people that make Flora.
Love it.
Yeah, Flora is butter, and we've worked with them a few times. Very chocolatey.
I'm surprised that I guess I'm assuming right now. Was that like I like it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're surprised I said I like it because I'm not a huge chocolate person. Is that what the surprise was?
I wasn't, kind of. It was more like I didn't know you weren't a huge chocolate person in general. I thought it was more like a darker chocolate. I was specifying.
Well, in cake.
In cake specifically,
yes.
Yeah, in cake specifically.
Did I spit on you?
I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was just gonna deal with it.
Sorry.
It's all right. It's all good.
So do you like this? I like this a lot.
I think it's okay.
It's like chocolate hummus, but smoother.
I was literally just gonna say that. It's like that. Like I tasted the hummus before, that was chocolate, and I was like, I can honestly do without it. I didn't really care for it. And this, it tastes okay if you into stuff like this, but
you see why people like it.
Like, I can definitely see why someone likes this, but I would 100% rather buy a I don't know, like a fake Nutella from Trader Joe's or something like that as a spread on my bagel or something like that more than this, because I actually like those better than I like this. Yeah,
but I think this is, so that is a good point. It is kind of like a Nutella texture.
Yeah.
Like it's very creamy.
Yeah.
But obviously Nutella it's made with hazelnuts.
Yeah.
Obviously actual Nutella has milk in it. So we're talking about vegan versions of that. But this doesn't have nuts in it. So this is a great alternative for people who can't have like vegan Nutella options.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
I completely agree. I don't know if I feel like we tasted in like one of those stores a chocolate something spread before. And that's the reason I said like a fake Nutella or something. But I thought it was specific to chocolate. Yeah,
there is a vegan Nutella brand, hazelnut and creamy hazelnut spread or whatever, by Nicolata, I think is the brand that we like. It's that little jar that has like the goldish label.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we like that one. But yeah, I think that if you can't have nuts and you like Nutella type of spreads, that this would be a good option for you.
Yeah.
So, moving on to what we saw at the expo.
Yeah, why not?
All right, so we'll keep with the Violife brand. I have notes in my phone so I don't forget like what we saw and what all was in there.
What we want to chat about.
Yeah, so sticking with Violife, they also, in addition to this being there, showcased that they were going to have Mediterranean style cheese slices, smoked Gouda round slices, a chive cream cheese, singles, which I'm assuming is supposed to be like Kraft singles.
Okay.
And Mexican style shreds. So shredded cheese, Mexican flavor. So out of those, I think for me, I'm most excited about the round smoked Gouda slices and the singles. I grew up with Kraft in my house all the time.
Yeah.
There was coupons for those and my parents couponed a lot. So that was always there. But as far as you're concerned, like, are you excited about one more than the other?
I would say out of that whole list, the only thing I really get jazzed up about, I guess you could say, is the singles. Everything else, to be honest with you, like, I think smoked Gouda cheese would be nice to taste from them, but I'm not a cream cheese and chive person.
Right.
Mediterranean style cheese, I'm not really sure what that means, but
I'm not either.
you know, once I taste it, maybe I'll be all excited about that too.
Yeah.
And then Mexican shreds, I feel like if you just take, you know, a cheddar and a
You just add taco
mozzarella,
seasoning. Yeah.
like, I don't like, you know what I mean? I don't really see a reason to get all like bent out of shape about, I guess not bent out of shape, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all happy-go-lucky about some Mexican style shreds.
I am excited. So while they are one of the more expensive brands, they are our favorite cheese brand overall when it comes to most of their cheeses. And then we also do like their cream cheese. It's not our top #1 brand, but it is in the top 3 that we choose.
Yeah.
So I like that they're expanding. I hope that also the expansion means that maybe their prices on some things can come down as they, you know, keep growing their business.
Yeah.
Because that is something that I hear talked about in the vegan community a lot. Like, we love Violife, but it is expensive.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Price is kind of up there.
Yeah, and that is hard. We want veganism to be accessible for everyone.
Everyone, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Mexican shreds just reminds me of like Colby Jack, like, or something, just kind of similar to that with a little
Why
bit
is
of.
it needed?
Yeah, like it just seems unnecessary. I don't know, but again, I'm not knocking anything. It's just my opinion.
Yeah, I did love some Colby Jack though before.
Did you?
Yes.
Like, so you would specifically buy Colby Jack cheese before?
Before being vegan, yeah. But I liked it. I liked sliced Colby Jack on crackers like this, and it was like the best of like both worlds without having to cut 2 blocks of cheese.
Yeah.
So
we've been together for double-digit plus years, and I feel like I don't even know her. Just saying.
I think for them to understand, I think that, you know, it was hard, especially in the beginning of our relationship, especially when we had little kids, because you worked pretty much 65 hours outside of the house.
Yeah.
So
65.
There, probably more than that, right?
95. Where you get 65 from?
So there was a lot of snacking and things going on that you were like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get that.
So there's also another cheese brand, which is Treeline.
Sorry.
Why do we both
Jinx.
say
I was literally just gonna say that we haven't mentioned it, but at the time we're speaking, you know, we have some pop-up somewhere. Usually it's on this side, I believe. So we have some pop-up somewhere, you know, so you'll take a look at kind of what we're talking about right over in this area. As long as I remember to put it in the video. Otherwise, this is just gonna look crazy. I'm just gonna be telling you there's something over here, and you're gonna be looking there the whole time, and nothing's ever gonna be there.
Hopefully when you're editing the thing together and you hear yourself say that, and then you're like, oh yeah, I gotta go find all that.
Gotta go take care of that. So.
All right, so Treeline, which up until now has only had pretty much like a spreadable style cheese.
Yeah.
Is launching some brand new products, which I'm excited about. I know that you're like, Treeline is okay. Like, I'll eat it if it's in the house, maybe 2 bites of it, and then it's left for me to eat the rest of it.
Yeah.
But they are coming out with slices. So they will have American, cheddar, and pepper jack. They will also have shreds, which they are coming out with cheddar and mozzarella. And then something that is kind of exciting is goat cheese, vegan goat cheese. And they will have 3 flavors: original, garlic and basil, and a blueberry.
I've never really cared for goat cheese. And I don't know if it's because I just never tasted it or it was too expensive, but I had zero AFs, like for like goat cheese and before going vegan. So like I'm like I'm wondering if I taste this, I'm gonna be like, yo, I should have tried goat cheese back in the day. Goat cheese is it. That was the cheese.
Yeah, well, it's funny because I remember right before we went vegan, I had created like this tomato and spinach balsamic tart with like goat cheese spreaded on the bottom. Do you remember that?
No.
You shot photos for it.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure I did.
But it was really good, and I feel like it was funny because it was right around the time that we went vegan that I was starting to explore other types of cheese. Mm-hmm. And they were like, okay, we're going vegan. And I was like, oh, okay, guess we're done with that.
Cheese dreams just...
Yeah. So I think that it's exciting that other types of cheese are becoming vegan.
Yeah.
And it's exciting to see where that goes. I know that there are a lot of like smaller brands that are creating like blue cheeses and like just different bries and stuff like that. So it's exciting to see I know Treeline is a smaller brand, but like a bigger, smaller brand actually getting it to the market. Mm-hmm. And then to see like other ones coming up.
And I think that's the problem I have though, is that like I don't know what the poll is out there for like who loves goat cheese with blueberries or blueberry cheese and who loves just normal blue cheese. Like I don't know what that poll looks like.
Yeah.
But my assumption would be just from being in the store, like more people would like blue cheese than they would like some goat cheese. So my thought would be, continuing from here, like why isn't blue cheese invented more frequently amongst brands, but instead they're venturing out to make cheese from goats?
Well, not from goats, but to mimic.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Obviously, it's not from goats because it's vegan, but
I wonder if it has. Do you think it has to do with like the process? Like, isn't blue cheese like aged ridiculously, and that's what develops like the blueness? Like, it has to sit for so long in a cave or something like that. I don't. It's something ridiculous.
I mean, yes, blue cheese is a aged cheese, but I still don't understand why. I guess my thought is like, why isn't the effort put more into perfecting a blue? And maybe it is. I'm just speaking out loud.
Yeah.
Like, I could be wrong, and then Violife or Treeline's like, we've been trying to do that for the last 10 years. Like, you know what I mean? I have no idea. But my point is that why isn't that more of a process to try to perfect and push out there before, goat cheese? Or is goat cheese just one of those easy ones? You're like, you know what? I know how to do goat cheese. Let me just goat cheese.
Yeah. Well, it's something like not milk, right? Like they have their, artificial technology that has decided that, cabbage and pineapples together with some other things create the best, the closest mimic to dairy milk.
Dairy milk.
And so like, I wonder if like the technology maybe just hasn't created like the perfect formula for blue cheese. Like it has to be out there, but like getting it to scale and getting it to mainstream, I wonder if like that's just the hardest. Like it's gonna be like blueberries for blue cheese, and you're like, well, can't do that because then it's gonna taste like fruit. And then it's like, well, what else can we get to mimic that color?
Yeah,
I think there's a lot to take in.
And you're probably right. Yeah. It's just asking the question.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's not like this rant of like you companies are dumb because this is more in demand. Like it's not like that. And I know some folks don't understand kind of our conversations. Yeah. So I want to make it clear that that's not what that is. This is literally just like hey, why isn't this happening? And as we become more informed, then it's easier to be more understanding. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, you make a great point, is that like you walk into like a normal grocery store and you see, American and cheddar and Gouda and brie and and blue cheese. And so like, why isn't that the priority? Because obviously that's what's selling, or grocery stores wouldn't have it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, let's just hop over all these cheeses, and what's next? Gorgonzola is gonna come out,
right?
And forget blue cheese. That's not a priority to us.
Yeah.
And I apologize. I was laughing a second ago as you were speaking, and that's because I was reading it, and this is completely irrelevant to anything that we were planning to talk about. But I was reading an article that was just about like husband and wives and kind of funny things that they do. And I planned to do this to you, that it was like whenever this guy said, like, whenever my wife speaks and she forgets a word, like I immediately insert the word that's typically like a vulgar word for her to say, like for that. So like just a second ago you were forgetting a word, and I was just about to say something like penis. And then you would then be like, yeah, penis. And like, like agreeing with it.
Is that what happened?
But it was funny to read that. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm actually going to try that. Just like insert a word when she forgets about a word. And she just automatically is like, yeah. And then it says that. I just thought it would be a good laugh for us every once in a while.
You just have to watch the vulgarness of it, since there are children that watch.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. That's why we chose the appropriate term for the device.
The device. All right, moving on.
The mechanism. Like, what do you want me to call it? The vessel. Like,
okay,
I don't know.
Nature's Charm.
The pretzel stick.
Nature's Charm has 2 new products coming out that we are excited about. I'm more excited about one than you are, but you're more excited about the other one than I really am. So let's talk about yours first.
Nature's Charm. Oh, was that the we have the milk, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, what is she talking about? But yes, there's a sweetened condensed milk that you can make yourself. And it's honestly really easy. Process is about an hour long, but it's really easy. Couple ingredients and then boom, you can make. But I think that having one ready made, and if it's actually really close to the the milk version, that it might be just something that you can skip during times like, holidays and stuff like that, when you want to, try to create something that's a bit complex and you don't want to have this extra step of making it yourself beforehand.
Yeah, so we actually haven't tried it, but they do already have a coconut milk that you can find different places. But the new one that they announced at the expo is that they will be having a sweetened condensed oat milk, which is, excuse me, which is great for people with allergies. Thanks. So you were excited about it for like holiday purposes to reduce time.
Yeah, and then while there's who has a coconut milk out?
Sweetened condensed?
Yeah.
This company.
This same company.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've tried that, right? So we haven't been able to find it. So I was excited from the get-go when we seen it, but I'm even more excited because now they're expanding it around coconut, because coconut is a high allergen for a lot of folks out there. So it's nice to see that they have something else out there.
Yes. The same company, which is funny because we're going from sweet milk to something completely opposite, but they are also coming out with a vegan calamari. So we have not seen this. Apparently you can already order it online from a variety of different people. You never liked calamari.
No.
But I did. But I am a little weirded out because it comes in a can.
Okay.
And then, so you're like supposed to take it out of the can and then like fry it up or whatever you want to do. But like things like that in cans like weird me out. Like, how is it breaded and in a can? So like I'm curious about that, but also like slightly like weirded out. Offended.
Okay.
I don't know.
So the way I remember calamari is that it like every time I've either seen someone have it or I read it on a menu or I even tried it myself, which was a mistake. But anytime that had happened, it was breaded.
Yes.
But my thing is I guess my question is, because you may know this because I wasn't interested in calamari, but is calamari the thing that's underneath the bread? Or is calamari the fact that it's breaded? Like, is it now called calamari? So if it wasn't breaded, would it still be called calamari?
No, it's squid at that point.
Okay, so in that case, yeah, I'm weirded out about how is it in a can,
yeah,
and breaded and called calamari too.
Yeah. So since it's already out, we can see the ingredient. We haven't talked about ingredients or allergens on any of these products because it's not out yet and we can't see them to know what is on there. We weren't at the expo to see the labels or anything. But since this one is available to purchase online already, I can tell you that it is based with mushrooms, water, capers, seaweed, salt, and antioxidants. So you're not going to try it even if you were curious to see if you liked a vegan version better because it's made with mushrooms.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't try it because I just didn't like the texture of calamari. Like if you told me you were mimicking anything that I didn't like in the first place, I have no interest in it.
Right, but you have been more open. I think if somebody watched one of our like first videos to where you are now, taste test wise, that they would. I think everybody can agree that you've come pretty far. All right, so another thing that we saw that you're excited about it is a European brand called, I guess, Vgan. I don't know how it's spelled VGAN. And so they have chocolate bars and they are launching in the US. So some of the ones that we saw were salted caramel, just a chocolate bar, grapefruit and chia, and then hazelnut and ginger. So do you want to talk about why you're excited about those?
So I was just excited because, I get excited all the time, and this is because it's kind of an assumption. I assume when companies are making vegan chocolate that they are diving into an area where they're like, what's missing? Like, what can I provide that's not out on the market?
Right.
And that area that they can provide something is milk chocolate, right? There's no real bomb milk chocolate that I have tasted myself that's out on the market where I'm like, I'm going back to get this again and again. So I'm making a big assumption here because I don't really have much to go off of, but I see that they have chocolate and I'm like, all right, there's no point in mimicking another dark chocolate. They all taste the same. Yeah. Right? What's your chocolate gonna do in comparison to, the next guy? So that's one of the reasons. The second reason I was excited. I'm sorry. Do you have something to say on that before I go on?
No.
Okay. The second thing I was excited about is that, like, depending on pricing and availability and things like that, it would be nice to have, I get that package was kind of big, but it'd be nice to have chocolate bars similar to what you see on like Hershey's or something like that. That way when things like, October comes around where you're having like holidays, like, Halloween, you could actually go out and buy something that isn't not chocolate and it be vegan. Because in most cases you're buying, Twizzlers or Skittles or something in that nature because those are vegan and you can't get a Reese's cup or something like that unless you're going dark chocolate, sunflower butter, some combination out there that somebody's like, not really what I wanted.
Yeah, I was excited to see that there's a salted caramel one. I loved caramel and chocolate together before going vegan, and obviously I don't know of any that are readily available. Yeah. So it's nice to see that, and I'm excited for that one.
All right.
Yeah.
That sounds good. I like salted caramel stuff.
Yeah. So the next thing is, and I don't have too much about this, but there's a company called Rebellyous. Would you just say Rebellyous?
I would.
Yeah. Foods, and they are coming out with new nuggets. I am always down to try new nuggets and to see if we can
see what people are doing.
Continue to increase the texture and closeness to what we had before. I think that there are some brands that are getting pretty close. We've had a vegan nugget taste test, and we enjoy what we've been able to find. But always welcome new products. So I don't really have too much to say on that, just I'm just excited about more nuggets.
Yeah, I think every company that we've tasted, there's, for us, trying to depict what we do and don't like about them. Yeah. There was always something that we were like, I kind of wish this was better. Yeah. I would like to see if one company actually just like hits it all the way home. They're just like, we got the right size, we got the right amount of meat in there to breading ratio. It's just the texture's right of the chicken and so forth. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree. And I also am excited because maybe that means there are maybe 3 or 4 since we did the last vegan nugget taste test, new brands.
Yeah.
So maybe we can slip in another taste test video for that. Something else you were excited about is that we saw 2 different types of vegan bacon. One is by a company called Umaro. Is that how you would say that? Umaro?
Or Umaro, yeah.
Yeah. And then another one by the brand Hooray.
Like hooray!
Yeah. That brand is actually already out. I know that I've seen a couple of people that are also vegan that we follow that have found it closer to New York City.
Yeah.
I haven't found it anywhere around here. Otherwise, we would have tried it by now. But that brand is already out.
Okay.
But it is a newer brand. But I haven't even heard anybody talk about the Umaro one.
Yeah.
However you say that.
Yeah,
but,
no, I'm with you.
So are you just excited that it's bacon?
Yeah, I mean,
And getting closer
bacon.
to...
Yeah, like who wouldn't be excited about bacon?
Yeah.
So yeah, I was just excited about the fact that it was another attempt at meat, and bacon being one of those. I feel like that's one of those things for most vegans. It's like, I can give up this, I can give up that, I can give up this, but I can't give up bacon.
Yeah, I think a lot of people talk about cheese, right? But they don't
Yeah.
talk about how hard it is for a lot of people to give up bacon.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, there's a ton of people, whether it's religious or personal reasons, that don't eat pork, but there are a ton of people that did consume pork, and bacon was pretty much the reason why.
Yeah.
So I think that if we can, it's one of those areas that I think still has a lot of improvement in the vegan world.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if maybe one of these brands can get even closer, that's a good thing.
I completely agree with you. Like bacon, I feel like you can enhance flavors in a ton of different dishes.
Yeah.
And before going vegan, I used to watch a lot of folks just play with how they could use bacon amongst different things, wrapping steaks,
Yeah.
and things like that. You know what I mean? So it was just nice to see that bacon being incorporated differently, other than just your typical breakfast.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was just excited to see if maybe that became something that us in the vegan community can start to do the same with.
Yeah. And then the last thing that we wanted to bring up that we saw that we were excited about, there was a lot of things. We just tried to pick a couple. But Dandies, our friends at Dandies, if you don't know, they make vegan marshmallows. There was a lot of controversy when VegNews shared our s'mores pastry reel about that it couldn't be vegan because there are not vegan marshmallows. Y'all, there are at least 3 brands that we know of, Dandies being the most accessible. Walmart just launched a brand. It's not Walmart's brand, but they carry it in all of their stores now.
Okay.
And seasonally, Trader Joe's has marshmallows, and they are also vegan. So
True.
there are plenty of vegan marshmallow brands out there by now. So
If you can't find them, you can always tune into our channel because we got vegan marshmallows too. So.
Yes. But Dandies announced that they are coming out next year with Marshmallow Fluff. I know I was so excited, and I shared it with you as soon as I saw it, and you're like, what's the hype about Marshmallow Fluff?
Like,
I don't know about you guys. I ate Marshmallow Fluff a ton when I was a kid. My mom used it in a ridiculous amount of easy recipes, so I am excited.
you said you have like some chicken and marshmallow fluff
Yes,
stuffed inside of it kind of thing?
Exactly.
Okay. It's not really
but
sure.
no seasoning. Right?
I mean, you cook like that now, so I kind of believe that.
Oh, whatever.
I kind of believe that one.
So, some of the things, there was like a fruit dip that I used to always make with Marshmallow Fluff, fudge, there is like frostings and stuff that I remember making. So I am just excited, like scooping spoonfuls and, I mean, literally just eating off the spoon, but also putting in like hot chocolate.
Like peanut butter?
Yes.
Yeah.
There were so many ways that we used to eat it. Like my mom would literally like buy 2 jars, and one jar would be just to eat out of, and the other jar would be like for actual recipes.
That's hilarious.
So I am super excited about that. Hopefully we can do some stuff with them and create some really cool recipes for you guys.
What else?
I'm going to convince you to like it. I will say
Like
that.
what?
Marshmallow Fluff.
I like marshmallow fluff. Don't get me wrong. I'm just not like You sound a bit like Marshmallow Fluff is your crack. You know what I mean?
No.
I'm not really sure if that's what. I don't know how to interpret your feelings amongst Marshmallow Fluff the way you're spelling it out here. So I'm just like I like Marshmallow Fluff. It's just do I like it as much as she does? Like, you know.
I get that.
So that's all.
So comment down below if one of these products really excites you. We would love to know what that product is.
Yeah.
We would also like to ask you guys a question, and then we're going to talk about it also. But what is a space in the vegan market that you feel can really be improved upon?
Yeah.
So what is your thing? Like, what did you say? Like, it is lacking in the vegan community. Like, it definitely needs to be improved upon, or there isn't a product out there that has mimicked this yet.
I'm still sticking around. I think.
Still sticking with your blue cheese.
Honestly, yes, that's one. But I was gonna say, like, as a bigger.
Oh, sorry.
That's all good. As like a bigger avenue, I guess, of that needs to be improved upon is, and we said this several times before, but it's the seafood area. But it's literally all seafood. Like, literally all seafood is just like straight up like, again, what you could purchase out of stores, that is, and we have quite a few stores around here that we've been able to test. Should I get some off my face?
No, it was itchy.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Nah, all good. I seen you doing that. I was like, I don't know if that's the signal.
Time to wrap it up.
Yeah. Are we done? But yeah, nah, so that's where I am. It's the seafood, crab, you know. And the funny thing is I didn't even like care for seafood a whole ton.
Shrimp was your thing.
But yeah, I would love shrimp on something. Like, you know, add a little shrimp here, add a little shrimp there. But it would be nice to have that to incorporate just in some daily dishes, you know?
Yeah, it's funny, we didn't talk about this question. We just wrote down that we were going to ask it. And so I didn't know what you were going to say, but that was what I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
Was seafood.
Yeah.
Literally shrimp, crab. I know there's a vegan lobster, but it looks really scary. Maybe we can show a picture here if we can get a copy of it.
Vegan lobster,
Yeah, I'll try to find it while we're talking. But I also think that market can be expanded. Just trying to say something different because you just said that. I think we did the deli meat taste test, but we weren't like sold on any of them. So I think that market can also be expanded on. But here it is. Do you see?
Oh gosh.
It like looks like, in case we can't show a picture, I'll try to like hold it up, but like it looks like a whole lobster, but it's like vegan. I was like, I don't know what that's made out of, but it's also creepy. It also looks like there's like a face in there.
Yeah, like, what?
It's so scary.
What is going on there?
Oh my gosh. So obviously that needs to be improved upon because who's eating
I don't know. I don't know who can stomach that.
Oh man. So we would love to know like what you guys think products need to come out.
Yeah.
For that. And then the last thing that we wanted to talk about today was just like this was obviously we tasted a couple things, but this was much more like talking video and like just discussing things with you guys. But we would love to know like what other types of videos you guys would like to see. You want to say anything else about that part?
So we had polled our Instagram audience, which again, some of you guys are over here just from crossover on YouTube as well. But we've asked, kind of what other videos we can do. We're gonna keep up the recipe videos. That's just kind of what we do. We like recreating recipes, and we have a blog. If you don't know that, that's kind of where you should tune in if you want some of the best vegan recipes out there. Yes, toot our own horn, toot toot. But I guess what we would like to know is from you guys, either in the comments. I believe we're gonna poll here as well, right?
Yeah, community post.
In the community post, just kind of get an idea of what else you guys would like to see. I think some of the top stuff we've heard are vlog, what I eat in a day kind of videos. But yeah, anything else you guys have out there?
Yeah, we had started to try to do a couple of like travel vlogs, and then the pandemic happened, so that kind of got shut down. So it seems like a lot of you guys would like vlogs, but like we would love if you guys could be specific about like, not just say like vlog, right? Like say like, what are you looking for in a vlog? Like, do you want to see like what we eat in a day, or do you want to see like us traveling, or do you want to just see like a day in the life? Like, if you guys could be
specific.
Thanks. Then
that was
that
a
would
perfect
be,
time to insert that word.
Then that would be like super helpful. Some other things were like cooking challenges and stuff. I don't know how we would film that with just us, but it is something that some people had said take into consideration.
Yeah, you know what? I thought of, based off of that, I thought of like something we can do that possibly would be pretty fun, which, you know, when we're done with the camera, I'll go over that with you, but just to give a little teaser here, I was thinking about like us versus, you know, some corporation and trying to recreate something that they have. So just something like that, where we're trying to create a product that a corporation already has, and we're just trying to either make it vegan or just make it better than they're making it.
So similar to like the tasty style video that we did, but like a product.
Yeah, similar to like Tasty Style, but more, you know, product based.
Yeah.
You know, something that's available out there, and folks are like, either, man, I wish that was vegan, or I couldn't believe this could be made better than, you know, what the actual product is.
Yeah.
So I thought that'd be
fun.
a really cool way to kind of, you know, challenge and, you know, get some excitement going.
Yeah. A lot of people also did say they would like to see the kids in videos, and they will pop in and out occasionally, but they do have their own channel that they are working on. We haven't posted in a while, but they are filming again, so we will announce that when it's ready to relaunch.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. Anything else?
I mean, this is where I would normally just end it, but I don't have anything else specific
I don't either.
on any other topic. If
No.
that's what we're saying here, like
Yeah.
I don't got anything there.
Yeah, I don't either. So we hope you like this style of video. I know it was much different than other things that we've done. So if you did like it, leave a comment below. We're basically commenting on everything again, so just make a list.
Whatever you got.
So just some feedback on if you guys like this and if you would like to see more of it, if we should just make a podcast and keep these opinions over there. Like, I don't know. If you haven't, we would like if you could give the video a thumbs up.
Anyone who's saying that just doesn't want to see our face. They're just like, oh, tired of seeing these people. Or maybe they want to listen to us on a ride. Who knows? But I guess you could always turn the thing on and just not watch it. Who knows? Woo!
Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and we hope you have a fabulous week, and we will see you in the next video.
Are we done?
I was waiting for you to say like, leaving good.
Leaving good.
Peace.
You got the peace this time?
Peace.
I don't think you said peace last time. You made fun of me.
I did. It said both.
Oh, did yeah,
Yeah.
you did. That's when I.
And then you try to lick me. You nasty.
You better go ahead.
All right, guys. Have a great week.